All right, guys, let's talk a little bit about this whole rev share concept in exchange for free appointments, because I know that this creates a little bit of confusion for everybody. This is purely optional, but what we have found is that most people end up doing it because they turn it to their advantage, especially once I kind of explain the hack on how to make this work for you. So here's the general idea. I'll explain the general idea first. When I do that, it's not going to sound so sexy, but when I explain the hack, then it will. Okay, so here's the general idea. You want to get some free appointments, right? So if you sell through our installers at a split, right, we're going to do a commission split, 60-40. 60% goes to you, 40% goes to us. Then what we're going to do is, since we're part of the same business, right? And you're helping us profit because now we're making a percentage off of your deals. And shouldn't a good business owner be reinvesting a portion of their profits back into the business? Right? Isn't that what a responsible business owner should be doing? And aren't you a part of our business now at this point? So shouldn't be reinvesting back into you to help you grow and become more prosperous? Right? Doesn't this all make sense? So that's what we do, right? So what we do is we reward your success by taking a part of our 40% and reinvesting it back into you by getting you additional appointments. Now, if you're at the pro level, then these are sits, right? If you're starter, then they're appointments. If you're pro level or elite level, then they're sits. So it's just whatever your level at, it matches up. So the way that this works, and we're going to be taking a portion of our profits and reinvesting back into you by getting you free appointments. Okay, so now here's how this works. The first 3 deals, you're like, even if you're only doing a miserable 10% closing average, right, and only getting 3 deals out of that would be pretty sad, right? But let's just say that's all you're able to get. It's 3 deals. So if you got 3 deals, you do the 60-40 split with us, right? So you take those first 3 deals and you do the 60-40 split with us. Now we're going to immediately reward you by taking a portion of our proceeds and reinvesting back into you by buying you additional free appointments or sits. Right now, you should be able to repeat this process all over again because now you got all these appointments. So now you can do it all over again and get 3 more deals out of those. So the first 3 deals you're going to do at the 60-40 split. And again, now we give you the 30 free appointments. So now you're going to get 3 more deals out of that. Those 3 you do not split with us. You keep those. You keep 100% of those for yourself. So let's average those 2 out. So the 60% down here and the 100% here averages to 80%, correct? So now the simple question is, what's better, 100% of 3 deals or 80% of 6 deals? Right? Obviously, this is the better choice. This is why almost everybody ends up taking advantage of this, because basically for only giving up a small portion of your deals, 20% now, because you can see we're averaging them, 20%, now you're getting all these free additional appointments. Now think about it. We can take this even many steps further because no one says you have to stop at 3. You can keep going. So what that means is you can continue this cycle endlessly and get yourself as many deals as you can handle, as you can close. So in other words, the question is, if I told you, hey, would you give us 20% of your deals if we fed you an unlimited amount of appointments? Would you say no to that, or would you say yes to that? That's what's happening here with this model. Okay, again, it's optional. You don't have to take it, but most people end up doing it. Okay, so that's the hack. Okay, now let me tell you a couple of other cool little things. There's no button to push. You just need to simply tell us, hey, Peter, here's the 3 deals that I want to submit for the split. You can tell us at any point up until it's already paid out. So you don't need to tell us before, when you're submitting them. You don't need to push any buttons or do anything like that when you're submitting these deals. You just need to tell us before they have paid out. Just say, hey, Peter, here's the 3 deals I want to submit for the split model. Okay, you just need to tell us before the project has paid out, and then we can submit those whichever 3 deals that you want. Or if you want to keep going, you can pick 6, 9, 12, or as many as you can possibly handle. So do you see how using this model, you can grow your own business to this massive 7+ figure business by just simply bringing in a little bit of help? Because there's a limit as to how much you can do on your own, right? Even doing 12 sales a month is going to be pretty tough for a single person to do, just because of all the project management and paper pushing and headaches and all this stuff, right? It's just hard to do. But you can do it with the help of some assistants, right? You can bring in VAs, you can bring in setters, you can bring in whatever you want, right? You can bring in all these other people to help you get to that point. So do you see how now with this model, we can help you grow a 7+ figure business that you can actually one day even sell for high 7 figures? What's to prevent you from doing that? Right? It would be fairly easy to do once you start growing it with this. And the cool thing is that you can do the whole thing while only spending the minimal amount on any one of these levels, because you can do this at any one of these levels, right? So you can do that without going $1 over any of these levels and build yourself a 7-figure business just by simply doing this rev share split with us and then scaling it up and up. Okay. So you simply bring on more people, we grow the business. Now, take it even one step further. What's to prevent you from stepping out of this model entirely and not even doing the work yourself anymore and having other people kind of close deals for you? Maybe you give them a little bit of the commission. Maybe you do 50-50. I don't know. We can come up with a plan together. I can tell you what's worked for other people in the past. But like, what's to prevent you from completely stepping out of this business yourself, just managing it from a high level, running now a 7-figure business, which you can exit at any time for high 7 figures, and you're not even in it selling deals anymore? This is the power of this model here. I hope you can see that now. Okay, so you can tell us anytime that you want to submit these deals, just as long as they haven't paid out yet. Tell us which 3 deals you want to submit, or 6, or 9, or 12. Okay, all right, guys, I hope you see the power in this.